So the reason I've got this space here is primarily personal preference. You definitely need some space between the handle, which if yours is working, then you're totally fine. You need some space because if the beads are right up against the handle, a lot of times that'll kind of get tight or get caught, and that's an issue. But you don't need a lot. So it ultimately is personal preference, and a lot of jumpers do have a huge section. Like I have, this is probably at least half a foot not of beads not there, and that's just because I like the way it feels. And there's really not much more of a scientific answer to that. But yeah, that's really, it's mostly personal preference. The necessary piece is that your rope's not like tightening up or getting like caught on itself, right? But once you've added like at least an inch of space, you're totally fine. So from there, it's you kind of seeing what makes sense and what feels good. Just like rope sizing, this is kind of a thing to test out always, and just always be kind of like playing with it and seeing what feels different. You might be sticking with, you know, a rope the way you have it now for 6 months, a year, 2 years, and one day you're like, well, what if I do this? And then you test it out, right? And maybe you don't like it, but it's just a preference thing that you kind of play with. So if you're feeling comfortable now, there's no reason to change it up, as long as you're not, you know, negatively impacted by the rope.